don't have to hide your pain to come to God. Bring it to the table and discover hope with the Lamb. Welcome to the Sebcast, the home of the #1 network for your life. This is where we think more slowly, look more deeply, and discover how Jesus didn't just work back then, but is working now. Bitter herbs, it's not something you order because you crave it. It's not comfort food. It's not something you share on Instagram with a smile. It's the kind of taste that makes your face twist, that reminds you something isn't right. And yet, in Exodus 12, God said, "Put it on the table, eat it, with the lamb, with the bread." It's strange, because if you design a meal, you choose what's nice, what makes people come back for more. But God does the opposite. He builds bitterness into the experience. Why? Because deliverance without remembrance makes you shallow. The bitter herbs weren't just food, they were a tangible memory, a taste that says, remember where you were, remember how it felt, remember who you were without me. And here's the thing we easily miss. God doesn't just save people from slavery, He saves them from forgetfulness. Because if you forget, you go back. Fast forward to Jesus, the last meal, the table of the new covenant, and somewhere there on that table, the bitter herbs are still there. We talk a lot about the bread and the wine, but the bitter, it's quiet. It's almost uncomfortable, because it reminds you that this story isn't just about forgiveness, it's about truth. The cross isn't pretty. It's not just inspiring, it's raw, it's honest. It's the acknowledgement that the world is broken and that we are part of the brokenness. But, and here everything turns, you eat the bitter with the lamb. Not alone, not without hope, together. And that changes everything. Because true spirituality isn't pushing your pain away until you feel right. It's taking it, naming it, and putting it in God's presence. The gospel doesn't say, fix yourself and then come to me. It says, bring what's bitter and come sit. And honestly, that's exactly where many of us live today. We get clever with our pain. We manage it. We avoid it. We scroll past it. We keep it professional, controllable, quiet. But in the meantime, it shapes us in the dark. To put it simply, what you refuse to name, you cannot heal. So here's the question. What is bitter in your life that you haven't brought to the table yet? Because here at SA Congregation we say, we are the #1 network for your life, where you live, work and play. And maybe today that doesn't just mean another good conversation, but an honest one. Invite someone for coffee or dinner, and instead of the usual "I'm fine," say one true thing, just one, and see what happens. Because the church has never been a place for people who have everything perfectly together. It has always been a table for those who know something is broken. And then this incredible promise from Revelation 21, there will come a day when God will wipe away every tear. No pain, no bitterness. But until then, we still eat the bitter herbs, not as the end of the story, but as part of the journey, with the lamb at the table, and perhaps today you're willing to come and sit down too. Until tomorrow, take care,